I'd like to debunk a myth in this blog post. The myth is that your best new clients will come from referrals. In fact, many organizations believe that their growth potential is almost universally defined by the size of their referral network. I think that's wrong, and that this approach to growth is typically fraught with challenges. Now, I'm not opposed to referrals. We get these, and I also make referrals to my partners. But I've noticed a trend over the years. Our best clients don't come from referrals. Our best clients are people I've never met before. I call them the organic prospect. We don't know them, and they don't know us before we engage in dialogue. Organic prospects typically come in two varieties. First, some of these people go on a journey looking for a firm like us. They find some of our content online. They spend quite a bit of time on our website consuming different content assets. They engage us after they're convinced that we can help them. I call these the just-in-time prospect. They find us just in time before they make a decision about who to engage with for the type of services that we provide. Second, we have lists of people that we actively send our content. Now, most of these people signed up for that content somewhere along the way. I have an active following on LinkedIn. Other people met me at one of my speaking engagements. Still others came to us from one of my syndicated content channels. But this group of people were not actively looking for a firm like ours at the moment they signed up. They just wanted to get ideas. I call these the passive prospect. So here's the trend I've noticed. New clients who come from referrals require 3 to 4 times as much work in the early stages of the relationship than do just-in-time or passive prospects. More than that, the overall time and energy it takes to achieve trusted advisor status with referrals is much more intense than for organic prospects. As an entrepreneur, time is money for me. Energy is money too. I can put a reasonable amount of time and energy into developing content assets that deliver insights that are meaningful for the people that I enjoy serving. I can make those content assets available to this group of people so they consume them at their pace on their schedule. I can, at any given time, be nurturing relationships with thousands of potential ideal clients. Or I can work with a single referral and put just as much time and energy into that one relationship as I put into a powerful content asset. That math does not work in my favor. Here's how I've come to view this dynamic. Referral relationships are clients choosing me. Nurturing organic prospects is me choosing clients. If you really want to grow your professional service firm, I recommend that you choose your clients. I do not recommend that you allow clients to choose you. This will probably require a change in mindset on your part and some significant investments in content and technology. But the payoff to you will be a fat sales pipeline, consistent growth, faster close times, better profit per deal, and happier clients who deeply desire what you can do for them before they sign. Let me show you how to do this. If you want to choose your clients rather than clients choosing you, here are the steps that I recommend you take. First, develop your ideal client profile. Brainstorm the insights that will position you as the trusted advisor. Create the best content marketing strategy. Rebuild your website using the new 80-20 rule. Syndicate your content in the right channels. Deploy the right technology strategy and utilize the consultative sale. Let's explore these ideas in greater detail. An ideal client is better than an average client. How so? An ideal client yields greater profits, takes less energy to manage, is so much more fun to be around, and is more patient and trusting than other clients. Does this sound like a dream to you? At the Shattuck Group, we only serve ideal clients. Starting about 10 years ago, I actively rotated out less than ideal clients as we refined our service model and our ideal client profile. We learned who we were best suited to serve and chose to serve only those people. Over the years, we came to recognize 7 attributes that make ideal clients, well, ideal. Impact. You deliver services that have a significant impact on their situation, usually their top line or bottom line or both. There are also other types of impact like peace of mind, goal achievement, stress reduction, and a strong sense of progress toward goals. Budget. Ideal clients easily afford your services and usually have already reserved a line item in their budget for those services. Profits. You earn a substantial profit by delivering these services. Insights. You understand what your ideal client needs, often better than they do. Expertise. Your ideal clients want and need your specific capabilities and have limited options for acquiring that expertise. Culture. There's a good fit between the way you do business and the way your ideal clients prefer to be served. And then chemistry. Your staff and your ideal client staff work well together with few conflicts. So when you think about who you want to serve, think of these attributes. Make a list of clients who already fit this profile, and then define their demographics so you can be crystal clear about what an ideal client looks like. Share this profile with everyone at your firm. Once you've developed your ideal client profile, ask yourself this question: what are the top goals our ideal clients absolutely must accomplish? What challenges frustrate them? What opportunities excite their imagination? Once you've made a list of these, then ask yourself these questions. What are our best ideas to help prospective ideal clients achieve their goals, overcome their challenges, and realize their opportunities? Make your counsel as specific as possible, maybe even a step-by-step approach. The more concrete and practical you are in your advice, the more prospects will come to clearly understand your advice and trust it. It probably makes sense to develop a straw person when it comes to brainstorming your counsel. Most professional service firms today have a blog site, but more often than not, that blog site has 2 major problems. It doesn't really speak to what matters to ideal clients, it talks shop, and it is the only content asset on their website. If your blog is not producing the result you desire, it's probably because of these 2 issues. So here's what I recommend. Take the ideas you've brainstormed and turn them into an editorial calendar. Plot out great ideas that you'd like to share over the course of about a year or so. Be consistent in how and when you deliver insights via your blog. But don't make the blog the only content asset. Today's sophisticated service buyer wants to take 95% of their journey independent of a human being. They don't want to talk to you until they're convinced that you're right for them. This is why you need short-form content like a blog site and long-form content like ebooks and action guides. If you give your website users a path to move from short-form to long-form content, they will binge on your ideas and then be ready to enter dialogue with you when the time is right for them. Most professional service websites today do not pull people along the path from cool to warm to hot prospect. The reason these websites miss the mark is because they are primarily online brochures that talk about the professional service provider. This is why you need to institute the new 80-20 rule. This rule holds that no more than 20% of the content on your website will be about your firm, who you are, what you do, and why you're great. The other 80% will be great ideas for prospective ideal clients. If you implement the new 80-20 rule, it will transform user sessions. Your time on site and time on page will skyrocket. And remember, today's sophisticated service buyers do not have time to waste, so any time they spend on your content is an indication of their interest. Once you have an editorial calendar and some great ideas from your brainstorming session, you're ready to start sharing those ideas. You certainly want to do this via a blog on your website, but you also want to get your content out to as many channels as makes sense. Now, notice that I did not say that you want to get your content out to as many channels as possible. This is a bad idea. About 2 years ago, we started placing unique links in all of our content assets that are broadcast through syndication partners like Professional Services Journal, Rain Today, Digital Transformation People, and others. we discovered that certain channels were bringing us false positives. Certain channels were yielding a high number of registrations, but almost none of the people registering actually fit our ideal client profile. So we dropped those channels. So there are two key steps that you need to take here. First, find syndication partners who accept third-party content. Usually these are blog sites, LinkedIn groups or channels, industry publications, or the like. And second, make sure you can track who is registering for your long-form content after they come to your website. You want to be able to drop poorly performing channels and increase efforts with the right channels, those who bring you ideal organic prospects. I recently wrote a post in which I talked about the technology architecture we recommend and deploy today. And it goes like this: CMS plus MA plus CRM plus SMM equals success. CMS stands for Content Management System. MA stands for Marketing Automation Platform. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Manager. And SMM stands for Social Media Manager. For more details on these, please visit the blog post on our website. Suffice it to say that if you don't have the right technology systems in place, nothing I'm talking about here is even possible. Once organic prospects start leaning into you, you'll want to deliver an experience that makes them say, wow. The best way to do this is through the consultative sale. This is very different from the way many firms sell today. The old school way is kind of like what you see in the TV series House of Lies. You talk about your firm, why you're great, how you're the best, and why clients should choose you. This is the single fastest way to turn off a prospect who's begun to trust you through your content. Instead, don't talk about your firm at all. Take the consultative approach and ask them great questions. I believe that most organic prospects really want to trust the service provider they're considering. They want to share their goals, their fears, and their desires for how they hope you can help them. But the only way they'll do that is if you ask, take the time and the energy, and ask those questions. And once they've shared, then you can talk about your approach and how you'll help them. I recommend that you use Gantt charts and build out a project plan that is unique to that prospect. If you do that, you'll win. I'd like to help you go even further and chart your course to the future. And this is why we've developed a number of content assets that contain some of our best ideas. Let me tell you about two of them. We have a very popular ebook called 10 Things Service Websites Must Do to Drive Revenue. This is free and it's available right now on our website. The other very popular content asset is an action guide called 7 Steps to a Content Marketing Program that consistently yields ideal clients. This contains 7 videos and downloadable tools. Please avail yourself of these resources because I know they will really help you grow.